Hello and welcome to another garden job ticked off of the list. So I wanted to place a bamboo screen along this area. It hasn't been used for anything in a long time. As you can see, I've just dumped the barbecue and some bits and pieces on it. The idea in the screen is once my pagoda goes up in the area in front where I have all my compost at the moment, it's going to just provide three full sides, the fence on one, the bamboo screen on the other, and the greenhouse on the other, with a shade canopy on the top. So when it is really hot and sunny, I have an area where I can go and stay out of the sun. My garden is a very windy garden, and whenever I have an umbrella, no matter how big or small it is, it goes inside out or breaks or gets blown out. So I thought I would actually create a shaded area in my garden for myself. And the other side of the bamboo screen is the bird feeding area, and they get very, very restless when I'm in the garden a lot. So it will just give them a little bit more privacy, and they shouldn't get so scared and fly away when I am out and about in the garden. I purchased two types of bamboo, a black one and a brown one, and I already had one in the garden that has been doing nothing for the last 3 years, which I split up into two different portions, and I actually had a spare which I took and potted up for future use. The bamboos were very, very dry. They needed a lot of water, a lot of fertilizer, and a lot of extra compost. So I made sure that I potted them up into the ground with all of those things to give them the best chance. I also staked them into the ground because that area of my garden is probably the windiest. I did decide not to remove the membrane. I was going to take the whole lot off and then plant lots of flowers around there. But seeing as my back will be to that area, I thought that was a little bit of waste of money to plant flowers in an area that I wouldn't actually be looking at. So I just cut a diamond shape in the membrane, and underneath it was lovely and moist, a little bit clumpy with clay. However, there was no sign of any weeds or any bugs or anything like that. So I went along and made a hole for each of them and popped them all in. So that's it. They're all in the ground with the extra one in the black pot there, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. But when the bamboo canes get much bushier and bigger, I will be using the canes around the garden instead of purchasing any extra ones because they are quite costly now.